Variabilichromis moori is one of the few species that risks living their first weeks of life here. It's one of the most successful species in Lake Tanganyika, and they can be found wherever there are rocks. Even in areas that have been devastated by heavy fishing, when most other species have disappeared, you can still find a few Variabilichromis here and there. They adopt the most classic rearing method used by cichlids around the world. They lay their eggs on a rock or small cave, and both parents fiercely protect their young from the hungry mouths around them. Most of their neighbors quickly learn to respect that, but not all. Some species specialize in capturing the young of other species, and many others won't discard an opportunity if it is presented to them. A moment's distraction by both parents, or a fry that decides to explore a little outside its nest, is all it takes. On top of that, there's also the dark of night. As time goes by, the batch of fry grows thinner. The fry remain white for a long time, thus blending more easily with their surroundings. Only when they reach adulthood, they acquire the deep black color that is the trademark of this species. There are fry of other species in this area, but they can't be seen anywhere. They are hidden inside their mother's mouths. Most species in this area don't form family bonds. In fact, the Variabilichromis are one of the few exceptions, and they are also monogamous, mating for life. Species such as the Ophthalmotilapias, Callochromis, and Callochromis inhabit this reef-like area. All the males of this species defend the territory and spend almost all their time within its boundaries, while the females wander through a much larger area that includes the territories of several males. Whenever a female passes through a male's territory, he will entice her in every way he can to stop for a while. Although that happens quite often, it seldom leads anywhere. Most of the times, the females just check the male and his territory for a few seconds and leave. When a female decides that that male is a suitable partner, she will lay a few eggs and immediately collect them in her mouth. The male dances in front of her and releases his milk. The fertilization of the eggs occurs in her mouth. The process repeats a few times until she has laid all her eggs, or decides that she wants to check out other males and have her fry fathered by more than one male. The size of the batch varies, but it's usually between 20 and 40 eggs. The male's part in the breeding process normally ends there. In the following days, the eggs develop and the fry grow inside the female's mouth for the next 3 to 4 weeks. This gives them a better chance of survival when it's time to get out and fend for themselves. This reef-like area is practically free from predators of adult fish, so I don't believe the females need to move to a more secluded area while holding their fry. The only truly large fish that live here are a few adult Callochromis, and they are not predators of their neighbors. On the other hand, this area is so densely populated by adult fish of so many species that I am pretty sure that when it's time to release their young, they won't do it here. There are other areas nearby with more adequate refuge for their young in their first weeks outside their mother's mouth. But safe area for fish of any kind are becoming more and more rare in Lake Tanganyika.